Alright, listen guys, let me tell y'all about Shandy, alright? Let me tell y'all about how this man is not just a projectile monster. Granted, he definitely has those Trump strats in check. He's there. I got it. But this man comes out with the finest of melee options. He has mix-ups. He honestly does. Now, don't get me wrong. You want to rely on his range. But you know what? You can get down and dirty. You can get gritty with your opponent. Don't ever have anyone tell you otherwise. And I'm about to show y'all in this video. Yo! What's up, guys? PKSparkxx here. Welcome to a Pokken tournament best of 3 set versus 6WX. This man is rocking out with Lucario. You already know I am bringing the Shandy to the field. Now, this man's Lucario actually goes in. You're going to notice that this matchup is going to be a little defensive because we're both trying to learn this matchup. We're pretty much just studying. It's a friendly set, so don't think anything too serious about it. He's learning from my Chandelure. I'm learning from his Lucario. I honestly thought Lucario was one of the worst characters in the game. But you know what? Lucario as a character is really basic in a good way. He's pretty much Mario in Smash 4, where he's a good character and you're fine. Honestly, you really are just fine using Lucario. You don't really have any real advantages, but you don't have any disadvantages either, and you have a really solid burst attack. So in this set, you're going to see a good showcase from both Chandelure and Lucario, and I hope you guys enjoy. Now, I'm sorry I just talked over the first game, but pretty much that was just a warm-up round. I took it, but that was the warm-up round. That's probably because I have more experience against Lucario than he has against the Chandelure. So what I learned from a few matches with Lucario is that as Chandelure, you don't really want to deal with Lucario in you don't really want to deal with Lucario in field phase because Lucario is fast enough to avoid a lot of your projectiles. You do a lot better in duel phase. So contrary to what I was saying in the last match with versus Sacred Fire Negro, in this match you're going to see me pop my full laser because I want to knock him out of field phase and put it in the duel phase, because that's why I feel like Shandy just does a better job at. You don't have to worry about him having more room to avoid your projectiles and countering you with the Aura Sphere, which is a really good counter option. If Lucario jumps while you're throwing a projectile, you're caught, okay? So beware of that. Just in case you guys are wondering about any of that situation, just beware of Lucario versus Shandy in field phase, because Shandy is going to have a tough time. But I mean, if you're a Lucario main, you might want to keep it in the field phase because you can just jump over projectiles and drop an Aura Sphere, as he's doing several times in this matchup. So you guys see that I'm being cautious, and we both popped our burst mode. Now, what I thought I was going to be able to do right there is catch him out of the invincibility frames, because Umbreon is a disrupt assist, which means that you get little invincibility frames while it pushes your opponent back. So what I thought I was gonna be able to catch him in the frames before, when he's invincible, but not able to put his shield up, but I activated it way too early, and that pretty much cost me the game. So right now in this first set, we are 1-1, and right there immediately you see that he went for that Aura Sphere. It's really good. I gotta be careful of it. So I'm probably gonna be launching my projectiles a little bit more cautiously against Lucario in the field phase. However, I was able to knock him back, and I ran to the middle. If you guys don't know, in game 3 of any set, in the middle of the field will be a full, not full, but a large synergy gauge boost. So, when I knocked him back, I just ran towards the middle, grabbed that, and now I'm back to my burst mode. I could pop it right now, but like I said in the last game, Chandelure's burst mode doesn't really do much for her. Like, it doesn't really increase speed. Damage output is very slight. I mean, very slight. I think I did like a full beam laser in dual phase. I'm sorry, in normal phase. No, sorry, a full beam laser both in normal and burst mode, and that ended up doing like 14 points more of damage. Only 14 points more of damage. Come on, dude. What the heck? So it's not. I don't know why Shandy's burst mode is so bad, but it is, and we're just dealing with it as is. But in any case, you guys saw that I was able to take that first game from 6WX, and now we are in game 2. I'm sorry, set 2. So right now, he's going to be playing a lot differently. You're going to see that he has learned about overheat. And you're going to see a couple times when he doesn't go into the full attack animations. He'll attack once or twice, and then I'll go over overheat, and he'll just be like, nope, I'm not falling for it every time. But I don't know if you guys haven't noticed it from me or not, but my Chandelure is playing a lot different than I have from before. Like, this is my 3rd time changing up my playstyle with my Chandelure. But it's like, as I get better and I get into the higher ranks, I figure out that, hey, what I was doing before, everyone is learning about. I don't have any options, so I have to change up my approaches. I have to let more mix-ups with Shandy. So I'm being a lot more aggressive, expecting him to do more overhead options, because jumping over Chandelure is probably the best way to approach, unless you're a Garchomp, because Garchomp can just dig completely under. And that matchup, yo, wait until I get a matchup against a fantastic Garchomp, and I am going to show you guys exactly how frustrating that matchup is for Shandy. But in any case, I went for the grab there, the command grab, expecting him to dash forward, but he actually went for the he actually went for the Aurasphere, like straight up. Now, I'm fortunate that he was right outside the pixel radius, and I was able to grab him, but, I mean, it doesn't matter, because you saw that he just beat me with 1 HP. 1 HP! I'm telling you, there is something about this game, when you only see 1 HP and you lose, it just infuriates you. And believe me, I'm infuriated right now. This man went for a straight homing attack and field phase. I'm just going to take the fight to you, which is a good mix-up. This right here is one of my favorite combos because it does so much damage. It's a fully charged, it's not even a combo really, but it's a fully charged X attack in dual phase into a fully charged laser in dual phase. And it does like 2/3 of Lucario's damage. And you see that I am just applying the pressure. I put the Smog down because a lot of people don't know this. But Smog, if anybody uses a special attack like a Pokke attack, or is it to the Smog, then it pretty much is anything that's a projectile. The Smog will destroy it. And it explodes, and if your opponent is near it, then guess what? They take damage and they get knocked back. So many people are just like, what am I getting hit by? And they don't know, they can't figure it out. So I love using Smog for that reason. I probably just spoiled it for a lot of people, but still, it's just funny. That's what idea was I was talking about, when he learned about not being too aggressive with overheat. Well, because overheat is an option for me. So right now, I need my Espeon up because I have speed low. Yes, my speed is lowered. I can't use any synergy boost thanks to the synergy attack, thanks to Umbreon hitting me. So I need this Espeon to come through. Oh yeah, if your stats are lowered in any way, overheat is not as strong as it could be. In any way. Like, you don't even, like, if your opponent hits you with a defense down, not even caused by you, overheat is weakened. I thought it was only from overheat, but no. Any stat debuffs weakens overheat. So that's something any Shandy man needs to be wary of, and anybody who's facing Shandy should take note of, and maybe even drop an Emogile, because Emogile lowers speed, and that means that overheat isn't as effective, which is why Espeon is so crucial to any Shandy man. But in any case, that was one of my offensive mix-ups that I was trying to apply, and I went for the X Strong attack. But, I mean, he popped his burst mode, and I'm sad because otherwise I probably could have been ended right there. So I launched my burst attack a little early, and when I was sitting in guard, my burst mode went out. He was waiting for any animation to where I wasn't dropping my shield or anything like that. But he saw the burst animation, he activated his burst attack, but I was still in guard, and I just took it on block. But I tried to punish. You can't punish Lucario because Shandy's melees are pretty slow. It's sad face, and he's able to just bum rush me and attack me. I'm so jealous that Lucario burst mode makes him such a different character. Any character with a mega evolution for their burst mode, it's just insane. It's really something special. Shandy's burst mode is just possibly the worst in the game. Even Suicune gets more buffs. I need to figure out if there's any sort of buffs that Shandy gets from. If there's any sort of buffs that Shandy gets from burst mode. Like, do I get an immediate full laser? Does my overheat not cause a debuff? I need to figure something out because it's just so bad. But in any case, we are in set 3 right now. He took the second game. I took the first game, and I just applied amazing pressure in my opinion. That situation, I jumped, and I guess he tried to get out of there. Dropped the shield down, and he lost the little HP that he had, and I was able to take the first game in this set. So right there, he uses counter cancel to avoid my weak attack, which is an option I do in case my opponent is going to be trying to run around my projectiles. Like I said, guys, I'm trying to mix up my Chandelure so I'm not so predictable. Oh, yeah! Look at that counter, the small counter. But in any case, right now he has me in a corner, and I don't have many options, so you already know what's coming out. Overheat! Let's go! Now, because that's the thing, I'm sure people are going to start getting to the point where they're just going to defend against me in a corner when I'm trying to get up from a get-up attack. Now, I could drop a counter, I could jump over, I could and use my X Strong attack in the air. Speaking of my X Strong attack in the air, look at that! I caught him out of his burst mode activation because I was jumping, going to use that for momentum, and he just went for it. I found that so funny, and I couldn't capitalize on it, or maybe I didn't even attempt to capitalize on it because I wasn't expecting to catch him, but I thought that was freaking hilarious. hilarious. And from there, he got caught off guard. He went to approach again, jumped over me, which is a good option. But at that point, all I had to do was wait for Chandelure to switch around. I popped my burst attack, and that was the end of that set. So great games in 6WX. Y'all already know me. He's the Sonic main extraordinaire in Smash Wii U. So make sure you guys go show him that love. Follow him on Twitter, and if he has a YouTube channel, I will link that in the description as well. If y'all enjoyed, don't forget to demolish the like button for me. Subscribing is your friend, and those mobile notifications, are they on? Get your cat suit today. That is all the time I have for you guys today. I have nothing else to say, so y'all have a good day. Bye.